This is a massive moral panic which doesn't really exist. The number of trans people is 0.25%. That is precisely why they cannot have their own.
But you understand in sport, Amy, you only need one trans person to upset an entire event. In a team sport, you only need one trans member of the team. Honestly, yes, I do. If you like female sport, it only takes one biological man in a team to destroy the whole competition.
Can I ask you a question? Could you replace all the times you use the word trans with gay? You would say gay people cannot be involved in women's sport because that's basically it's not completely different. It's not completely different.
I think that's a notion that's insulting to gay people,
what is more difficult, being a woman in sport or being a trans woman in sport? Because a trans woman in sport is currently 80% more likely to commit suicide than a woman.
That has nothing to do with sport.
It's to do with trans rights, and trans women are women.
It's the same as being trans is completely ridiculous.
It's not suggesting it's like it. It's being in a minority of people. It's to do with rights. It's to do with rights.
Is believing you are of a different sex.
OK, but Amy, can I just ask Amy, what about the rights of the biological women sporting folk? What about their rights?
I think when it's such a tiny, tiny proportion, it is better to just include trans women as women and consider them as women.
I tell you why.
And do you know something that would help with this whole situation is hormone blockers for children, which is something...
Oh, God.
Can I tell you why? So this has been rolled out in Scandinavia years ago. So now these people are adults. It has a massive success
rate. Have you spoken to anyone who has had to detransition, Amy?
To talk about Kira Bell, which is a massive anomaly and has reversed...
Sean, come in here.
I'll tell you, you should talk about every child in the world who's not old enough to make that decision, who has no idea what they'll feel like in 5, 10, 15 years.
Hormone blockers are completely reversible.
A child should not be put through that process, regardless. It shouldn't even put through the conversation.
A trans child shouldn't be put through puberty. That is far more mentally damaging.
But Amy, the point of this is about sport. It's about sport. It's about a physical reality. And in sport, sex matters.
Inclusion matters more.
No, it does not.
Doesn't.
No, it does not.
In competitive sport.
You can't terrorise everybody.
This whole argument is completely a bogeyman to just attack trans people. If you want, you've got Nadine Dorries talking about compassion. Have some compassion and think about these tiny minority of people.
Can I just say this? You know, you're completely misunderstanding what the purpose of competition and sport is. Competition's not about inclusivity.
You know, Leah Thomas didn't win most of her races.
It's about A, fairness, and B, the best person winning the race.